Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. The big news coming out of Green Bay on Tuesday: special teams coordinator and assistant head coach Rich Bisaccia deciding to step down from those capacities. He had been with the team for the last 4 seasons. Unfortunately, the performance of the Packers special teams units remained disappointing during Bisaccia's tenure, and now the Packers will begin their search for a replacement. And this is going to be a big thing for the Packers, something that will help them potentially in 2026 and beyond. So the Packers need to find some answers on special teams now that Rich Bisaccia has stepped down. Matt LaFleur released a statement after the announcement was made about Bisaccia. While we are disappointed to lose a person and coach as valuable as Rich, we respect his decision to step down from the Packers. Rich was a tremendous resource to me and our entire coaching staff, who had a profound impact on our players and our culture throughout the building. We can't thank him enough for his contributions to our team over the last 4 years. Now, look, special teams have been a problem for the Packers before Bisaccia arrived. In fact, for a long time before Bisaccia arrived. The 2021 playoff loss to the 49ers, for example, when the Packers were the number 1 seed and a blocked punt ended up costing them a home playoff loss. But look, we've seen multiple special teams coordinators come and go over the last decade, 2 decades, and the problem with special teams has persisted. 2025, no different. The Packers special teams were ranked 20th in the NFL according to Sports Illustrated's ranking system, but keep in mind that that number was inflated because Daniel Whelan, the Packers punter, was number 1 in average yards per kick. Kick coverage was pretty good, 11th in the league. Punt coverage, 21st. But the returns, special teams, kick and punt returns, 24th in the league. Returning kicks, dead last in the league on punt returns. And part of the problem is that this team just keeps making costly mistakes on special teams. You had a blocked field goal that directly led to a loss against the Browns in week 3. The following week against the Cowboys, an extra point is blocked and returned for 2 points in a game that ends in a 40-40 tie. And in that situation, you had an inexperienced lineman, Brant Banks, who was elevated from the practice squad, lining up next to Luke Musgrave, who is not typically a very good blocker. They're both there on the right side of the line. The Cowboys see this. They exploit it. The kick is blocked. It's a turning point. All in all, the Packers lost at least 3 games in large part due to special teams. And look, think about the 2 losses to the Bears this year. During the regular season, the Packers botch an onside kick coverage, and the Bears recover. Usually you have about a 9% chance of recovering an onside kick. And then in the playoff game, kicker Brandon McManus misses 2 field goals and an extra point in the playoff loss. And look, it's not just misses. These guys are human. They're going to make mistakes. But how many times have we seen untimely penalties, allowing long kick returns at the worst possible time, or not having the right number of players on the field, mental mistakes, poor execution? These have been problems for the Packers under Bisaccia for his tenure and, quite honestly, previous to Bisaccia as well. This really was the right time for Bisaccia to step down. While Rich Bisaccia was not the cause of the Packers' special team problems, he didn't have the solution for them either. And after 4 years, it became pretty clear that that was not going to change soon. So now the Packers have to find a replacement. And Byron Storer, who was the assistant special teams coordinator, he's no longer available. He is now the Cleveland Browns coordinator for special teams. Packers cannot bring him back at this time. And look, they've got to have an approach that addresses a couple of issues. First of all, you need to find a replacement for Bisaccia, preferably someone proven who has gotten the job done before and maybe even who has experience revitalizing a struggling special teams unit. And then second, the front office needs to dedicate more time and effort to improving special teams. Yeah, they've signed some special teams specialists like Christian Welch and Zane Anderson and Nick Neiman, but the results just haven't been there. So more needs to be done. And this team, if they hope to contend for the Super Bowl this year, and that's what they've been saying, and they have that window after acquiring Micah Parsons, well, then they need to improve their special teams play. And, you know, it's got to be the coach. It's got to be the front office. It's got to be dedicating enough time to improving this unit. Now, this is something that now creates an opportunity for the Packers to change course and to make things better. Will they take advantage of that opportunity? That remains to be seen. And hopefully the answer is going to be yes. Check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Also, here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our episodes. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, go Pack Go.